Hello everyone, today is Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. This is your update for Thursday, the 18th. All right, let's go. Well, as far as new setups, none tonight. Again, it's not a function of the market. The market overall looks pretty good. There's a few issues here and there. We'll get to that. But overall, it still looks pretty darn good. In fact, we're seeing a lot of biotech still setting up, and we already have a couple of biotechs in here that aren't working exactly just yet. Not a fantastic day in the portfolio. We'll get to that in just one second. Again, quite a few biotechs in here. I still like this PGen. Super speculative, obviously, but plenty of volume and very tradable should you decide to go after it. But consider yourself warned. These are fairly volatile stocks or super volatile stocks. Let's take a look at the portfolio and then we'll pop out to the overall market. ABCL coming back in, a bit of a bummer, but just consolidating here. Looks okay longer term. ATAI is consolidating too, a little bit stronger, obviously longer term than the ABCL. KGC pulling back a little. These golds could actually use a pullback, obviously. KTO's just off its all-time high, so I'm not going to get too excited about that. TFPM pulling back a little bit like the other metals, or some other metals, I should say. Let's take a look at the overall market, and let's drill down a little. First of all, S&P 500, kind of all over the place, obviously. Fed day just kind of bounced around, and then sold off hard, rallied. It just again, just all over the place intraday after the Fed announcement, as you can see. But usually, after things shake out for a day or two, the longer-term trend will resume, and that's usually being a key word in that sentence. Doesn't mean we won't have a correction first, but things are still looking pretty good. So air on the side of the long side for now, at least. Nasdaq Composite, a bit of a dip, but off of its worst levels. Longer-term uptrend still intact there too, obviously. Russell 2000 all over the place. Actually ended a little higher on the day. Uptrend intact there. It did probe toward these all-time highs, so that's certainly interesting there. Gold, the commodity, coming in a little bit, as alluded to a second ago. Gold stocks pulling back a little bit too. But again, look at this run they've had as of late. Nice persistent uptrend there. Nice trend. Biotech was all over the place. Ended a little bit lower. Well, right at Flatsville by the end of the day. But you can see, again, the trend's in place here, but it does have some overhead supply to deal with. But on an individual issue basis, and again, go back and look at the Landry list, there are a few there that are looking okay. Software, a bit of a dip, but not too far from these all-time highs, so that's certainly a good thing there. In fact, I think it's right at all-time highs. Yeah, right at all-time highs, so that's obviously a good thing there. Defense coming in a little, still looks pretty good longer term, though, just kind of sitting on top of this prior base, so that's okay. On the negative side, NVIDIA sold off fairly hard. It's looking a little toppy here. If it takes out the bottom of this range, I'd begin to get a little concerned. It's kind of a bummer because it tried to take off and it came back in. So we'll have to pay attention to that. Take a look at windmills, an area we don't look at too much, but that's been doing fairly well as of late, making these new multi-month highs. We'll keep an eye out there to see if anything shows up. Semiconductors, a bit of a dip, but off its worst level. So far, its breakout remains intact there. Metals overall tried to rally, came back in a little. They could use a pullback again. Silver would be another one of those areas that came in a little bit, but it's been on a pretty good run too. So overall, things still look pretty good. Overall, long sides decide to play. Yeah, we'll see some corrective action, obviously, throughout this rally, and that's perfectly normal. But you know the routine, though. Take things one day at a time. Stop me if you heard that before. Everybody have a fantastic night. If you have any questions, shoot me an email or hit me up on Facebook. Thank you so much, and everybody have a great night. We'll talk tomorrow, if not sooner.